You sounded a very positive note on your conference call. You said, we believe a full recovery of the office market is in the relative near term. It's not 3 years from now. It's not 4 years. It's something much quicker than that. What are you saying? Why did you say that?
Well, first, David, let me say congratulations on a fabulous week at Jeopardy. That was a ton of fun to watch. What we're seeing, return to office, well, first of all, on those statistics, so we lost about 2.9 million office jobs April, May of last year. We've recovered 2.2 million of those jobs, and we expect full recovery of office employment in the U.S. middle of next year. That would be 2 years from the beginning of the pandemic. And to put that into context, the GFC, it took 6 years. So we expect to see full recovery in office employment next year. We expect to see the same. Rents will trough out middle of next year, begin to improve. Vacancies peak middle of next year, begin to improve. So what we're seeing is just a lot of return to employment, which augurs for a good outlook to the short and midterm here.
So what changed here, Brett? You say, in fact, just 4 months ago, you were looking at this year and next year differently. So what's happened over this recent period that has encouraged you so much?
Vaccines. And so I think the single largest determinant to the return to office and the health of the office market is people's ability to feel safe going back to work. And that inflection point that we hit March, April of the year, when suddenly vaccines became very available, widely distributed, changed the mindset, I believe, of most office workers, and certainly the folks who run these companies, that the office environment is actually going to be a very safe environment. I would also say, David, that with the really rapid change around mandating vaccines at the workplace, we're seeing, as you know, every hour another large company saying they're going to mandate vaccines or regular testing. That also is a huge supporter to making people feel safe going back to work and in the office.
We still know, and you and I have talked about this a number of times, that companies are going to approach work differently. They're going to have hybrid models. People are not going to be in 5 days a week. What changes are taking place in the actual space itself in terms of work? Because the way companies approach it is different now.
Well, you're absolutely right. And by the way, that's one of the key fundamental drivers of our now relationship and strategic partnership with WeWork. So companies are thinking about space very differently. I think companies realize that the office needs to be a place that attracts people to the office. It needs to be a place that's fun to work. It needs to be a place that also, by the way, is rich in technology to help the tenant experience within the buildings. And as you know, and we all know, WeWork has always been a leader in office place technology and tenant experience, marrying our capabilities in managing 4 billion square feet around the world with WeWork's capabilities in creating a very interesting and fun office to work in and great technology to help you use that office. These are the sorts of things that large companies are talking to us about every day, which is the office environment is going to need to be different. It's going to be configured different. The technology in the office is going to be different. All of this about helping tenants in the building feel better about the workplace environment and more excited to go back to work.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.